So you might be thinking, I'm just too tired to do anything that's actually going to make a difference to how my body feels. You have all good intentions every time you wake up or just before you go to sleep at night that tomorrow is going to be different. Tomorrow I'm going to do something that's going to help myself get out of this tightness, this tension, this pain that I'm feeling. And then when that day comes, you're just still exhausted from the day before. And in this video, I'm going to explain why you feel exhausted on waking up, why you're exhausted when you go to sleep, and why you feel it's impossible then to actually do any exercise or anything to help yourself get out of the way that you are feeling. So hello, my name is Catherine. I'm a block therapy instructor and fascia alignment coach, and I use block therapy's tools to support myself with any aches, tension or pain that I might feel in my body. I have online classes in person and online, and I support people to one-to-one. All the links are in my description. If you're currently living with tightness, tension, aches and pains, and you're doing everything you can to get by, that is taking so much energy. So by the end of the day, when you sit down for the day, you have a bit of time for yourself, you're just exhausted. And I totally understand that. I was there myself as well. When you've done work or you've looked after children or the jobs that need to be done, and then when you sit down, your body just wants to rest. It doesn't want to get back up. It doesn't want to do things that, even though you know might help yourself, you just can't find it in you, that energy to actually move and do it. It isn't about motivation. It's about your body feeling exhausted because it's been holding you up all day. When you have that tightness and that tension, those aches, your body is draining you because you're holding yourself all day. It's taking so much energy to stand up, so much energy to tie your shoelaces, so much energy to do the daily things, the washing, the cooking, everything you're doing. So then when you have done everything that needs to be done for that day, or as much as you can do, you cannot find in your body enough energy to be able to do what can help you get out of this stiffness and aches and pains. And it's not about being lazy, and that's kind of what I thought about myself as well, when by the end of the day and I wasn't doing the things that I wanted to do to support my body because I was so tired, it made me feel lazy. It made me feel like, right, tomorrow I'm going to get up and I'm going to do it, and then I didn't. And it was because I was so tired from not having a full night's sleep because of the aches and pains, getting up already exhausted. And so when I didn't prioritize the exercises I needed to do to help myself, I wasn't helping myself get out of pain. So I was getting tighter and stiffer and more pain was coming, and then I had less energy because my body was adapting again and supporting me all day. So to make this as easy as possible, I searched trying to find what I could do to help myself get out of pain in the easiest possible way. And when I found block therapy, all I needed to do was roll up a towel to start off with. So it didn't cost me anything, it was just rolling up a towel. And they have a sampler program which is $9, and the link's in my description. So I bought that sampler program, and in those 9 videos it showed me what I can do. So rolling up that towel, and I did it on the bed, so not even having to get onto the floor. So I could do this when I felt exhausted, because it was just a case of placing this towel in certain areas on my body. So the belly position is always the first area that we do. So I placed this underneath my belly and started to breathe diaphragmatically, and this just helped me to connect to the breath. In my last video, I talked about diaphragmatic breathing and how we can do this to calm the body, soften the shoulders, soften the tension that we might feel, and start to breathe from that diaphragm when we might have been breathing from the chest because of the pain, the stress that we're under. So learning to breathe diaphragmatically, and this helps fuel the body. It helps bring more oxygen in the body, which will give us more energy and give our cells what they need to function correctly. And when you can do these exercises in bed and just placing the towel under and lying on top of it, it doesn't feel like an exercise. Even though I'm helping the body and breathing diaphragmatically, I'm lying there. I don't have to be jumping around, moving, stretching. I'm lying there searching for the pain. And then once I feel a bit more energy, I can get a little bit more active and come up on my elbows and search a little bit more. But you can start off by just lying on a bed, on the towel, to be able to help to decompress the body and start to release those pains. When you're in pain, it changes everything in your body, the way that you stand, the way that you sit, the way that you move. The stiffness and tightness stops you from turning and being able to do that fluid movement that you took for granted. Now those things you are just taking longer to do and they hurt. So when you are moving and in a way that's stiff and not with flow, it starts to drain your energy as well. So by having something that helps to support that, something easy, will help to keep that as a regular practice. This isn't something you can just do once and hope that it'll go away. It's something that you need to do consistently. And just spending 3 minutes rolling up that towel, lying on it on the belly position, connecting to the breath is going to help you start to release that tension, that stiffness in the body, and connect to that breath so we can start to listen to the body. When we connect to the breath, we close our eyes and feel into the body, we start to realize where the tension's being held, and we start to soften and release those restrictions in the body. Block therapy has taught me to listen to the body, to listen to those signs, and to spend time on the towel or the block, melting away those restrictions, not forcing the body, always listening to the breath, making sure I can breathe in that diaphragmatic way. And at any point, if I can't breathe in a relaxed way, it's time to either stop, back off a little bit, or do it in a position that doesn't take my breath away. So I'm always in control of the pain and the pressure that I feel, but at the same time, I'm helping to support my body to create that space that's been lost. If this sounds like something you're interested in, there's a link in my description for Block Therapy's sampler program where you can get started for just $9. If you're interested in online classes, there's also a link in my description, and I have in-person classes too, and I can also support you one-to-one. So if you're ready to start moving that pain out of the body, start a practice that only has to start with 3 minutes. Position is a minimum of 3 minutes, so you can always do longer. And that 3 minutes, giving yourself 3 minutes either in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, whenever you can. And as I said, you can do this in bed, so you can really fit this into your lifestyle. It doesn't have to be another task that you add in to your to-do list. In the next video, I'm going to share with you a block therapy session just doing 4 positions. So we're going to focus on just 4 positions. So each position will be 3 minutes. And just connecting to that breath, stay in this position for 3 minutes. Now, if you can't do 12 minutes, then just do 1 position, and maybe later on the day you can do another position so you can break them up. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.